the golden fish that made her a billionaire. Watch the full story now.
The golden fish that made a billionaire. A Crowncy African Folktales story. Long ago, in a quiet riverside village in southern Nigeria, where the moonlight danced upon the water like scattered silver coins, there lived a young girl named Adanna. Adanna was not like the other children. While they ran across dusty paths chasing grasshoppers and playing hide-and-seek beneath tall palm trees, Adanna preferred the river. The river was her secret place. Her comfort. Her joy. Every evening, when the sky turned orange and purple, she would carry a small calabash filled with food, sometimes leftover rice, sometimes gari soaked in water, sometimes tiny pieces of yam, and walk toward the stream. But she was not going there to eat. She was going there to feed her friend. A golden fish. Not just any fish. This fish shimmered under the water like a living treasure. Its scales glowed softly, even when the water was muddy. Its eyes were bright, almost human. And whenever Adanna approached, it would swim forward gently, not in fear, not in haste, but in recognition. It knew her footsteps. The moment her feet touched the shallow water, splash, 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 the golden fish would rise from beneath the smooth stones and circle around her ankles. Adanna would laugh. "Ejemi, my beautiful friend," she would whisper. Then she would sing. A strange melody. Not quite Igbo. Not quite Ibibio. Not quite Yoruba. It was a language only the fish seemed to understand, a soft, humming rhythm that blended with the flowing water. And every time she sang, the fish would leap slightly above the surface as if dancing. The villagers noticed. They whispered, "This girl is strange. She refuses food at home. She carries her portion to the river." And it was true. Many nights, Adanna would push her plate away. "I'm not hungry," she would say. But her mother knew better. One evening, her father followed her quietly. Hiding behind thick bushes near the riverbank, he watched his daughter kneel at th. He watched her feed the golden fish. He watched her smile at it. His face hardened. When Adanna returned home, her father was waiting. "Do you want to marry a fish?" he thundered. Her mother shook her head in disappointment. "You refuse to eat because of an animal." But Adanna only lowered her eyes. "You don't understand," she whispered. That night, her parents made a decision. The next morning, before sunrise, they went to the river with a net. The golden fish did not resist. It seemed almost calm. By afternoon, it lay in a clay pot inside their kitchen. When Adanna finished her chores and skipped toward the river as usual, humming her melody, something felt wrong. The water was quiet. No gentle ripples. No golden flash beneath the surface. She stepped into the stream. Splash, splash. Nothing. She sang. Silence. Her heart began to pound. She knelt down and whispered, "Where are you?" Then something incredible happened. Other fish gathered near her feet. Small silver ones. Dark ones. Striped ones. They circled nervously. And in the language she alone seemed to understand, they told her the truth. "Your friend has been taken." Her blood ran cold. She did not wait. She ran. Through bushes. Across stones. Past goats and startled villagers. She burst into the compound, breathing heavily. In the kitchen, her mother stood over a pot. Her father sharpened a knife. And there, inside a clay bowl, lay the golden fish, weak but alive. "No!" Adanna screamed. Her parents turned in shock. "Are you mad?" her father shouted. "It is just a fish." Her mother sighed. "Tonight we feast." Adanna stepped forward, tears burning in her eyes. "This fish is my friend." Her father laughed harshly. "Do you want to marry it?" Without warning, Her mother reached for the fish. But Adanna was faster. She grabbed the bow. Her father lunged. The bow slipped. Water splashed across the floor. The fish fell, flapping desperately. Adanna dropped to her knees, scooped it up, and ran toward the large water can use for storage. She plunged the fish inside. Her parents shouted behind her. But she did not stop. She lifted the heavy can with trembling strength, dragged it outside, and poured the water, fish and all, into a smaller container she could carry. Then she ran. People watched in confusion. Dust rose behind her feet. Her parents chased, but she was faster, fueled by something stronger than fear. Love. She reached the river, collapsed to her knees, and gently released the golden fish back into the water. For a moment, nothing happened. The fish floated weakly. Adanna's heart broke. "Please," she whispered. The water began to glow. Soft at first, then brighter. The golden fish straightened. Its scales shimmered like pure sunlight. It rose halfway above the surface, no longer just a fish, but something majestic. A voice echoed from the river. "Adanna." The villagers who had followed her froze. "I have washed your heart," the voice continued. "You gave when you were hungry. You chose friendship over comfort. You chose love over fear." The river swirled. A current of golden light shot upward like a pillar. "Because you saved me, I bless you." Suddenly, the riverbank began to change. Where there had been mud, there were now sparkling stones. Not ordinary stones. Gold. Precious gems. The villagers gasped. The fish flicked its tail once more. "Use this wisely." And then it disappeared into the deep waters. Adanna sat in stunned silence. Her parents fell to their knees. From that day forward, Adanna's life transformed. But she did not become proud. She built schools. She repaired the village well. She fed the hungry. She clothed widows. She helped fishermen buy new nets. Soon, traders from far cities heard of the girl blessed by the river. Her gold multiplied. Her wisdom grew. Years passed. Adanna became known not just as a wealthy woman, but as the richest woman in the region. A billionaire by modern standards. Yet she still visited the river. She still sang
her melody. And sometimes, just sometimes, a faint golden shimmer would ripple beneath the water in response. The villagers who once mocked her now told her story to their children. "Never despise kindness," they would say. "Never mock a pure heart." Because in that quiet riverside village, everyone learned a powerful truth. Wealth does not begin with gold. It begins with compassion. And sometimes, the greatest treasure swims beneath the surface. Crowncy African Folktales.